My name is Miss Chung and hello. Today we're gonna do some maths. So today's maths will be about fractions and more specifically equivalent fractions. All right. So you can actually find this page from your textbook, page 22, and workbook 44 to 45 for the Collins book itself. All right. So here are some notes to get you to it. So I've already written down some. The first question that I want to ask you guys is look at this GIF over here. What are the fractions? As we can see, the first one right over here, it is basically 1 over half, whereas the other one, 1 over 4 or a quarter. All right, so what are the equivalent fractions? Now, if I draw a very simple drawing, you don't have to draw this. All right, so there will be two different circles for this. I'm going to give one half for this, just like the picture that's in the GIF, whereas the other one, quarter, or 4 slices of pizza, like what we have learned in class for my students. So here's the thing. We want to know what are equivalent. So when it is the same thing, okay, maybe I have 2 pizzas, so definitely I'll eat 2 of them. What if I can't eat all of them? So one pizza I have cut it to half, whereas the other pizza I have cut it into 4 slices. So how much can I eat for the other pizza 4 slices to get half? So definitely 1 over 2, I just need to eat 1 over 2 slice of pizza, whereas the other one I need to eat 2 slices, or basically 2 over 4. Which is also 2 over 4. Right? So the equivalent fraction over here, what we can see is that 1 over 2, all right, is the same as 2 over 4. So what does that mean? They are actually equivalent to each other. That's what we can see over here. And what does equivalent actually mean? For some people, they actually do get confused. So one simple thing you can try to remember is that equivalent over here means equal. All right, so when you write down the notes, you can actually write this down as well. So what does that mean? Both of them are equal? All right, so if something is equivalent, it will always be the same. All right, so whenever it is 1 over 2, meaning the equivalent fraction of this is always 2 over 4. It will not change to 3 over 4 or 4 over 4. No, it will always be 2 over 4 over here. Let me move this to the middle. And this to the middle as well. So you can actually write this down as your notes. You can pause this side over here and draw this drawing. This GIF, you don't have to draw it. All right, so over here is another kind of picture of how it would look like when you break it into bricks or parts itself. So 1 over 2, as you can see, the brick is actually bigger. Whereas 1 over 4, it is actually smaller. So you have to add more of these smaller bricks so that it can become 1 over 2. So it'll be equal itself. So that's why we have 1 over 2 and 2 over 4, because we need 2 small bricks over here, right? So you can just draw something very simple like this in your book as well if you're writing your notes. Let's look at another example over here. So you have 1 over 2, 2 over 4, 3 over 6, and 4 over 8. So as you can see, the shaded part over here, it is all cut into half. Alright, it's shaded into a half. So 1 over 2 is basically one part of it is already half. 2 over 4, you need to shade two parts to get half. 3 over 6, you need to shade these three places to get half. And 4 over 8, you need to shade 4 slices to get half. Right? So if you imagine that shapes are really hard, imagine it as pizza or anything that you can remember quite easily. Alright? Doesn't have to be a pizza itself. Other than that, sometimes you also see this kind of questions, whereas like just now, it's in brick form itself, right? So sometimes it can be longer, shorter, whereas in this case, it is slightly longer, right? So as you can see, another example of it is 1 over 2 equals 2 over 4 equals to 4 over 8, right? So if you really cannot see it, right? As you can see, the one that I'll be highlighting right now, they are all stopping at the same place. So all of this, you don't need to see it anymore. Only see this highlighted part over here, right? So this means that this whole half that is highlighted in green is 1 over 2, 2 over 4, and 4 over 8. That is what it means. What if I want all of it? I want all of this. What does that mean? It means 1. All right, so I can show you over here, whereas it's 2 over 2 equals to 4 over 4 equals to 8 over 8. All of them equals to 1. Imagine as you take 2 over 2 over here, 2 over 2, 4 over 4, 6 over 6, and 8 over 8. So you're taking one whole pizza. So that's why the number is 1. So equivalent fractions are basically, they are equal to each other. Okay, so if I take half, it will definitely be half. If I take 1/4, well, it is 1/4 then. All right, so if you have any questions, there is my email right on top of this video itself. Feel free to email me or contact me through my Instagram if you need to. All right, thank you for listening to this video and goodbye.